If there's anything I can say about Argos, it's that it eliminates printing out a bunch of spreadsheets and looking at a bunch of data from all different types of lists, and it puts it all into the same place so that everyone's able to communicate. We're all on the same page. It brings our team together so that we can all see live what each other has been working on. We're not duplicating efforts, so we're able to be more efficient in our time. We're able to work together better as a collaborative community and be able to serve the students in a faster rate. One of our initiatives is to reach out to students who haven't enrolled in the next semester and to see what their plans are. So we're able through Argos to be able to pull a list of all the students who haven't enrolled in the next upcoming semester and be able to get their name, their email address, reach out to those students, set up a time to meet with them, and figure out what their plans are. If there's any kinds of holds on their account, we're able to see that again and be able to meet with them and see if they have a financial concern, if they've got a concern regarding commuting or what that looks like, and be able to put out that fire before it becomes an issue. So that's been really helpful to be able to be proactive instead of reactive for our student retention. So before the world of Argos, my job was a headache. I was in charge of first year experience and needing to pull all of the lists for my peer mentors. It gave us a runaround on campus, so we had to work with the registrar's office, academic advising. Our students every Monday would have to go up to multiple offices to get lists of all the students that are enrolled in the different classes, translate those lists into the way that we needed them. And it was through a number of screenshots so they wouldn't all fit on the same page. It was a nightmare trying to get all of the data that we needed to be able to send out to clearly communicate with our peer mentors and our instructors so that they could get communication throughout the summer. And so now that we have Argos, it is a lot easier because we're able to pull them ourselves. We took out the need for the middleman, and we've been able to pull those reports and be able to get those to the student leaders right away. If there's a change in their schedule, we know that live. We're able to make those changes and make those updates as needed right away. And it probably has saved us probably about 3 hours a week just in the translation of all of the data that we were having to do previously. We have students that are placed in orientation groups based on what class they have for their first year seminar. And so we use Argos reports because it is live data for us to be able to pull what students are going to be enrolled in which classes, and we use all of those lists for our peer mentors to email them live through the summer so that they know who they can start connecting with. They start inviting them to social media platforms that helps them build community prior to living on campus, and then once they're on campus, we're able to pull all of those sheets also for the instructors, creating spreadsheets on attendance and looking at what kinds of assignments that they have and getting those students connected and the logistics of that class. I also sit on the Assess and Care Committee, and that looks at students who are at risk for a number of different things. It could be they're financially at risk, they could be struggling with mental health, they could be having trouble connecting with other people on campus, and so we look at all these students that come up as a concern on campus. My role in that committee is to be able to use Argos to pull up the students of concern and to be able to see if they've got academic warnings in other classes, what classes those are. I can see the instructor's notes, so if it says instructors requesting to see them or to drop the class, I can mention that in those meetings so that they can kind of fill in that puzzle piece for other concerns that are happening around campus. Then we can also see what kinds of holds that they have on their accounts as well. So that's super helpful to be able to put some of those pieces together and know how we can best serve the student as a whole. I love that Argos can pull the students' photos. For me, that puts a huge piece of the puzzle together because usually I'm able to see the student around campus. I've known some things about the student, and so it fills in that gap for me. Instead of just seeing a name that I might not recognize, I can actually recognize the student. I remember seeing them in class or in passing and can put together some kind of information that might fill in the blank of something that's needed.